1975 was a golden year for radio. Disco was sweeping the airwaves, while rock and country crossed over in unexpected ways. Some songs became eternal classics. Others faded into obscurity despite topping the charts. Here are 10 forgotten one-hit wonders from 1975 you need to hear again. Number 10. Feelings by Morris Albert. The song spent an astonishing 32 weeks on the Billboard Hot 100, longer than any other hit that year. Brazilian singer Morris Albert reached number 6 with this soft rock ballad, and its infamous "whoa, whoa, whoa" feelings refrain became inescapable. Radio stations played it relentlessly throughout the spring and summer of 1975. But the song's legacy took a dark turn. A French court ruled that Feelings had been substantially copied from Pour Toi, an earlier composition by Louis Gastet. The verdict awarded 7/8 of the songwriting credit to Gastet. Albert's only other chart appearance, Sweet Loving Man, barely crept onto the chart the following year. Whenever you want me, I'll be around to you. The once ubiquitous melody became a punchline, but for a brief moment, Morris Albert owned the airwaves. Number 9. Doctor's Orders by Carol Douglas. Before the breakthrough, she recorded commercial jingles and watched her first single disappear without a trace. Carol Douglas, cousin of soul pioneer Sam Cooke, had released her debut under the name Carolyn Cooke on RCA Records in 1965. That effort went nowhere. A decade later, everything changed. Douglas signed with Midland International Records and delivered one of the first disco hits to crack the American charts. The song reached number 11 on the Billboard Hot 100 in early 1975, proving that disco was more than a passing fad. Douglas helped pave the way for the dance music explosion that would define the decade. Yet despite opening doors for countless artists who followed, she never returned to the top 40. One perfect prescription was all she needed. Number 8. The Hustle by Van McCoy. The dance floor would never be the same after July 26, 1975. That was the day this infectious groove hit number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, launching a nationwide dance craze that defined an era. Van McCoy and the Soul City Symphony created an anthem that made disco impossible to ignore. Do the hustle. Released in April 1975, the track sold over 1 million copies and became one of the year's defining recordings. McCoy was already an accomplished songwriter and producer, having worked with Gladys Knight and Aretha Franklin. But this became his signature moment. The song won a Grammy for Best Pop Instrumental Performance in 1976. He never reached the top 40 again. McCoy died in 1979 at just 39 years old, leaving behind a song that still fills dance floors nearly 50 years later. Number 7. Lovin' You by Minnie Riperton. A 5-octave vocal range made her one of the most gifted singers of her generation. In the spring of 1975, Minnie Riperton took this delicate ballad to number 1 on the Hot 100, showcasing a whistle register that few could replicate. The song came from her Stevie Wonder-produced album Perfect Angel, written with her husband, producer Richard Rudolph. The tender lullaby grew into a beloved song associated with their daughter Maya, who would grow up to become actress Maya Rudolph. Despite critical acclaim and devoted fans, Riperton never returned to the pop top 40. In 1976, she was diagnosed with breast cancer. She continued recording and performing until her death in 1979 at age 31.
Every day of my life is filled with loving.
Her voice influenced Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston, and every vocalist who dared reach for impossible notes. Number 6. Sky High by Jigsaw.
I thought that we had made it to the top.
In 1975, martial arts films were taking America by storm, and British band Jigsaw rode that wave straight into the top 10. Their disco rock anthem served as the opening theme for The Man from Hong Kong, introducing millions of moviegoers to an irresistible hook. The song peaked at number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100, becoming one of the biggest hits of the year and representing the band's commercial breakthrough on both sides of the Atlantic. Their subsequent singles failed to crack the top 40, and by the end of the decade, the band had faded from mainstream consciousness. It remains a staple of 70s compilations, proof that sometimes the right song at the right moment is all you need. Before we continue, which of these forgotten hits surprised you the most? Did you have The Hustle or Lovin' You on vinyl back in the day? Drop a comment and let us know where you're watching from. Now let's get back to the countdown. Number 5, Poetry Man by Phoebe Snow.
You're hiding something sweet, please give it to me.
Shelter Records, the label co-founded by Leon Russell and Denny Cordell, gave her the platform to become a star. After years of playing Greenwich Village clubs, singer-songwriter Phoebe Snow released her self-titled debut album in late 1974.
You bashful boy, you're hiding something sweet.
By spring of 1975, this jazz-inflected gem had climbed to number 5 on the Hot 100. The album went gold and earned Snow a Grammy nomination for Best New Artist.
When I am with you, I have a giggling.
Critics adored her distinctive vibrato and sophisticated phrasing. But life intervened in devastating ways. Her daughter was born with severe brain damage, and Snow devoted herself to her care, limiting her touring and recording schedule.
You know that you don't have to go. You're the poetry man.
She released several more albums but never returned to the pop top 40. Snow died in 2011, remembered as one of the most distinctive voices of the 70s.
So we go the Lord our life. La 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 la.
Number 4, I'm on Fire by 5,000 Volts.
If you want some sweet, sweet love from me.
The disco explosion needed voices, and British act 5,000 Volts delivered one of the genre's most electrifying early entries. This pulsing track burned through the charts in 1975, reaching number 26 on the Billboard Hot 100, while hitting the top 10 across Europe and Australia.
When you're out running around with your days all over town.
Lead vocalist Tina Charles provided the powerful voice behind the recording, though she would later pursue a successful solo career.
Take a chance with someone new, you'll see.
The song captured the raw energy of disco before it became polished and formulaic. 5,000 Volts continued recording, but lightning never struck twice on American shores. The group disbanded in 1977, just as disco reached its commercial peak. Their one contribution to the movement proved that sometimes being early to the party means being forgotten when the celebration ends. Number 3, I'm Not Lisa by Jessi Colter.
I'm not Lisa. My name is
Outlaw country changed everything about Nashville in the mid-70s. While traditional country clung to polished production, artists like Willie Nelson and Waylon Jennings tore up the rulebook.
Lisa left you.
Jessi Colter, married to Jennings, brought her own outlaw sensibility to this heartbreaking ballad that crossed over to mainstream audiences.
Shines through your face.
The song reached number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1975, a remarkable achievement for country music at the time.
Where you stayed for years crying, Lisa.
Colter remained a presence in outlaw country through the 1970s and appeared on the landmark Wanted. The Outlaws compilation in 1976 alongside Jennings, Nelson, and Tom Paul Glazer.
Her smile told of no night.
Pop audiences largely moved on after this one hit, but she never stopped being an important voice in the genre. She continued collaborating with her husband until his death in 2002. The song endures as a bridge between two musical worlds that rarely connected.
Here, drowning in your tears. Here where
Number 2, Third-Rate Romance by Amazing Rhythm Aces. Sammy Kershaw took it to number 2 on the country charts in 1994, but the original version deserved the same recognition nearly 2 decades earlier.
That all label do what they wanted. There's no need to talk.
The Amazing Rhythm Aces released this sharp country rock gem in 1975, delivering one of the most cleverly written songs of the era. The Memphis-based band peaked at number 14 on the Hot 100 with their tale of a lonely encounter between strangers.
Thought that only both knew what they wanted.
Lead singer Russell Smith wrote lyrics that cut deep without sentimentality, telling the story of two people settling for less than they wanted. The band earned a Grammy for Best Country Vocal Performance by a Duo or Group in 1977 for another song from their catalog, The End Is Not in Sight.
Like a stranger in the night, my soul cries out.
But mainstream success proved elusive after their initial run, and they never cracked the Pop Top 40 again. The songs outlived the moment, waiting for rediscovery. Number 1, Fly Robin Fly by Silver Convention. 6 words. The entire song contained just 6 words repeated over a pulsing disco beat, and that was enough to reach number 1 worldwide. German group Silver Convention proved that sometimes less is everything. This hypnotic track topped the Billboard Hot 100 in November 1975 and won the Grammy for Best R&B Instrumental Performance the following year. Producers Michael Kunze and Sylvester LeVay assembled the group specifically to create Eurodisco hits, and they succeeded beyond all expectations. The song's minimalist approach influenced countless dance tracks that followed. Silver Convention scored another hit with Get Up and Boogie in 1976, but nothing matched the pure simplicity of their debut. Nearly 50 years later, those 6 words still command dance floors around the world, proof that the best hooks need no explanation.